Hey, welcome. This is Lois from mygoto-usa.com, and we feature local businesses across USA. And today we're going to talk to our wonderful wedding coordinator from Maui, Taryn Wyant. Taryn Stark Wyant. Sorry about that, Taryn. So, you are located in Maui.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And tell us the advantages of hiring a wedding coordinator for a destination wedding.
Oh goodness, well there are so many, especially being on Maui. Maui is very far away, of course, from anywhere in the U.S. as well as some of our neighboring countries. So generally speaking, being so far away, it means that most of our clients, our brides and grooms, don't have the relationships with the appropriate vendors that it takes to make a wedding happen. So for example, they don't know who the good caterers are. They don't know who the reliable florists are, who great photographers are, all that good stuff. And probably most importantly, they don't know where the best venues are. They don't know where does it rain, where does it not rain, where is it beautiful. Being on Maui, many locations are beautiful, but having a coordinator really helps specifically for our destination clients to be able to identify the appropriate venues and the appropriate vendors that will best suit the specifics for each client's big day. Whether it's meeting a vision or sticking within a certain budget, your destination wedding coordinator can help you with that and help you stay on track despite the fact that you're very far away from where you're going to be saying your I do's.
Oh, great. Well, let's talk about one of the areas that are available to people. Let's look at your resort venues.
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can.
Well, on Maui, there are so many beautiful oceanfront resorts. They're phenomenal. I've had the privilege of working on these resort properties and just being able to know kind of the ins and outs of each resort. The resort venues that we promote with Platinum Weddings and Events, we really feel are the most beautiful resort venues on island. But not only are they the most beautiful, but they're also coupled with other very important factors. One that comes to mind is they have really good food. On any resort property, you are obligated to use in-house catering. That means if you go onto the most beautiful resort property, you have to use their catering, which means you want to make sure their food is great. And so that's really important when looking at a resort venue. One in particular that is absolutely stunning is located on the west side of Maui. This resort is called the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas. Kind of a mouthful, but it's very much worth learning the name. This property is one of Maui's newest properties. It was built I believe just over 10 years ago, and recently has undergone a multi-million-dollar rooms refresh. It's just stunning. It's right on Ka'anapali Beach, which is consistently rated as one of the top 10 beaches in the world. It hosts gorgeous sunsets with the backdrop of our sister islands, Molokai and Lanai. So your sunsets are just so stunning from this venue. The resort itself has incredible food. Their head chef, Wes Holder, is phenomenal. He actually runs their in-house restaurant as well, which is called Pulehu Italian Bistro. You can host dinner receptions there too, but that restaurant, Pulehu, is full of awards. It's been getting awards for the last 5 years or so, ever since Wes has been present, and he just does such a phenomenal job, he and his staff. Additionally, the Westin offers a variety of different venues where you can host your ceremony, cocktail hour, and dinner reception. So they really do have a lot of different variability in terms of the appropriate size, where you might want to go, what kind of a view you might enjoy. So it really offers a lot to all different types of clientele depending on what they're looking for. If you'd rather be in a gardeny atmosphere or a beachfront atmosphere, they have everything that you need to kind of make it happen for the big day. So that's definitely one of my top venues. Secondary and equally beautiful as the Westin Ka'anapali, the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa. This is another Starwood property. So these two properties are sister properties, and they're relatively close to one another, both located on the west side of the island. But the Sheraton Maui is really special, especially to me. I actually used to be the wedding manager at the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa when I first got started. So this property is near and dear to my heart. But it's wonderful because it's the easiest property to sell on island. It's so beautiful. They offer so many different ceremony locations. It's just unbeatable. They're located across 23 acres, again, right on Ka'anapali Beach. They're one of the largest resorts on Maui. And because they're located across 23 acres, they have the most expansive views. So it's just stunning. All of their property is just amazingly beautiful. And it also feels very intimate because they're so spread apart on their property. You never feel the hustle and bustle of being on a resort property where there are lots of tourists going by, lots of people looking in on you. It never feels that way on this property, whether you're on a lawn location smack dab in the middle or if you're tucked off to the side. You always have that heightened feel of intimacy and privacy, which is so important, especially for a wedding event. On top of all of that, the Sheraton does a great job with their food and beverage. Their chef Greg Gaspar does such a wonderful job. We actually just had a wedding there last week, and the food was unbeatable. And so that's another added bonus to being able to host your wedding, not only on a stunning oceanfront property, but also with incredible food and beverage, so you can really treat your guests well.
They both look really beautiful. Are there any...
Oh, they are.
To the number of guests that you can have at either location?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. So because both dinner reception location spaces, the number of people that you can host on the Westin Villas property is between 2 people if you would like to elope, up to 100 guests. That's the maximum number for that property. For the Sheraton Maui, it's a different story. They are a larger property, and they're a little bit more equipped for larger groups. So at the Sheraton, again, you can go small. They have spaces that host a maximum of 20 guests. So you can have as few as 2 people there for an elopement, or up to 20 for an intimate ceremony.
I think I lost you.
You did, but you're back now, I think.
Oh, okay.
Did I?
I just start over for a minute.
Would you like for me to talk about the size of the properties once more?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay, so the Sheraton Maui is just a little bit of a different story. They are quite a bit larger than the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas, which means that they have more flexibility. They do have very small, intimate venues wherein you would feel very comfortable with a group of even just 2 guests, but they also have lawn spaces and ballrooms that are large enough to accommodate up to 350 guests. So you'd be very comfortable in either location, regardless, really, of the number of guests that you host. Typically speaking, your average destination wedding is going to have between 50 and 75 guests. And so for a party of that size, you'd be very comfortable and very appropriate on either of those 2 resort properties.
Oh, great. Well, Taryn is very knowledgeable with the wedding planning as well as wedding destinations to Maui. So if you would like to contact her to get more information, we have her phone number and her website and her email listed here. So please give her a contact to create your paradise wedding in Maui. So we'll spending some time with us. Anything that you would like to add in closing?
Not at all. We hope to hear from you soon, and we look forward to planning your big day.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.